Hello guys. It's kind of a cloudy day here in the Philippines, so the picture's not real bright. We're getting some pricing for solar for our place, so I decided to do a little drone video of the roof so the guys could look at where they would install the solar panels. And this is the second floor. Excuse the flying, it's not perfect. I haven't flown that much lately. The second floor is almost finished. We have to do the interior. You see the kind of the square area was the original house with the thing sticking out was the front porch. And then what's not painted is the kitchen, original kitchen and original CR. And then towards the front is where we built the carport. And that's new, but it's just not painted. All of that silver is actually new. It just needs to be painted. But the bright blue at the top, that's our upstairs. The little rectangle sticking out, that is going to be a porch area. And we made it a little bigger than the house, the walls itself, to like protect rain from the windows, a little bit of protection from the sun. And then on the other side, you'll see there's steps going up. I wanted to protect, because we have a first floor, but our steps are going to be on the outside. You have to do it one step at a time. Eventually, we'll enclose the steps. But for now, to go upstairs, you have to go out the door, up the steps, and in another door. And this is mostly all family lives in this compound. I call it a compound, but there's no fence. All my wife's family is there. She grew up a lot of her life in this house, and you can see they gave us a little bit of land behind it, and we managed to make an addition. And it's as big as their are actually a little bigger than their original house. So let's see. Looks like we're gonna go down here, and hang on. I wanted to get a view, but there's some uh, wires here, and I didn't want to wreck the drone. But I did want to get a view of the steps on the outside of this side. And then also there's a little overhang of concrete. You see scaffolding there where they've been smoothing the outside. All this was mud down there before we started. And now we have a concrete path around to the front. But you can see above where the door is, there is a little jut out of concrete. That's where I'm thinking about putting the solar equipment. Maybe I'll try to put a little arrow on this video later when I'm editing. I think I go down one more time again here. The guys did a good job of building the roof on the second floor. Here we go, a little better shot. Yeah, you can see above the door there where there's overhang. That's where I'm thinking enclosing some of that and putting the solar there, because the power box is right there also. It'd be convenient. And then if you have to do work on it, it's not that hard to get up there. So there's our steps, and you can turn around and go up the corner. And then on this side, the area above the CR, which is downstairs, the restroom area, we're not walling that in. We're doing glass doors all the way across that side, so you can see out into the sugarcane field and watch the sunset, and sit on the little covered deck and watch the sunset also. That's a calamansi tree there, just the green that you're looking at. So we'll always have fresh calamansi here. You can see two openings where the sliding doors are going to be, and then we made big windows up there. You see the steps going down and our split system aircon down below. And again, you can see that overhang from this angle. And you can see the sidewalk we made going around to the front, because when I first moved into the first floor, I was slip sliding around there in the rain and cussing all kinds of crazy. But you can see there's sugarcane all around, and there's this little community here, and then just more and more sugarcane as far as the eye can see. That's what it's like here in the province. I have to drive half an hour to go to Sagay, to go to the gym. I go there about 5 days a week. And there's not much there except a grocery store. We go the other way to Escalante, and we have a pump boat at Vito Port. But if they're not burning off a sugarcane field, the air is very fresh out here. And at times it can be quiet, but you know there's dogs and chickens in our little community there. They use them as kind of like a burglar alarm. They don't chain them up here like they do in the city. They're free to roam around. They don't really bother you, but at night they just bark at every little thing. And we got some sugarcane growing around here. Let's see. Going up now. So you can kind of get an overview of the whole area. This was dirt road, but they just made it concrete just in the last 6 months. And that's a big help. That little dirt road beside us, it goes into the sugarcane fields. And the big trucks come out with a load of sugarcane that go right past the corner of our house. But hopefully they won't hit it. There's enough room, and we left a little coconut tree there to have some barrier, so that if they hit that, they know they're close to the house. So I'm going to go back down here in a second so we can see from another angle. There's a caribou pulling a plow, headed out to the field. You can see me ducking behind the fence there. Not really necessary, but they don't really like people that look different than everybody else. They're a little bit racist. You can see me limping out to the car because my leg got all busted up. So, guy's got a little limp. There's still some scaffold out on this side where they're putting the skim coat on to make the wall smooth. See, the roof of the original house has a lot of angles, so it's not really that great for solar panels. But the newest roof, and even the carport, is good. But I'm sure the owner of the solar company will agree that the top of the second floor is the best location for the panels. They're tilted down slightly to let the rain run off to one side. And I was just going to land it here, but then I saw the cats. And I said, oh, I might as well mess around with them a little bit. Here we go. There we go. I had to take off again just to annoy the cats, because this one was creeping up. Excuse my flying in camera control, but he's pretty brave. He's just jumping back a little bit. This guy here, you can see the dust blowing from the drone. He's just going to back up just enough. These other guys, they're not too scared either, really. There's way too many cats and dogs around here. They just let them populate. You know, they say, oh, it's good to keep rid of the rats, but I don't know how good a job they do of that. But when they're in heat and they're running around squalling and fighting and mating. I thought I would end the video with a little bit of our pump boat ride. We had a day off, Zachary's 3-month birthday, and just a little bit of video of my beautiful wife. Our pump boat needs a little paint. It's still new. We'll do that soon, but I turned down the sound of the pump boat because it's loud. This pump boat cost us about $3,000. It's about 40 foot long, has two 20 horsepower motors. I put electric start and remote control throttle on it. And the next thing to do is we're going to put a steering wheel instead of using the stick steering system that they use. But it's always a good day when I can get my wife out on the water. She enjoyed it so much. See you guys later with some snorkeling video. Bye bye.